Greetings, YouTube! If you are a Cavalier player that feels like Cavalier is the new Uncollected, which to be honest it probably is, given that Uncollected is going to get the same offers, chances are, as level 5 players, because Kabam already has grouped you into the completely screwed over and forgotten category before the new Wallet Breaker / Paragon title was inserted into the game, which I cannot say this enough to you uncollected players watching this. You need to use your units not on Cavalier crystals, but on revives to push to become Cavalier. Now I know that's really difficult because some uncollected players get uncollected with 4-star champs that you can't bring into Act 6, which is really impressive for your skill level, but also really inconvenient for your roster. But I'm just telling you, Cavalier is the new uncollected. But the only good news, I guess you could say, is Kabam still hasn't given us any indication that they're ready to give us Thronebreaker crystals, which we would assume would not have 4 stars in them. Or, excuse me, at least 3 stars in them. I wouldn't want 4 stars in them too, but 4 stars are going to be the new 3 stars for those. That's pretty much guaranteed. So, Cavalier Crystal is still the progression to cut off the best featured crystals every week. So, Cavalier, Thronebreaker, and Wallet Breaker are all open in the same crystals. So, that's my pitch, because the featured Cavs are more expensive, but they're better drop rates, much better than regular Cavalier crystals, which are the only ones you have access to as an uncollected player. With that being said, my man Brian Shadow Strike sent this to me yesterday. I was not able to get to it until today, but I think it is a wonderful way to celebrate Cavalier players not being screwed for once, because in the message for July 4th sales, it specifically said we had a bonus. I cannot remember a time where this is the case. A bonus login calendar. Now, the fear has been that replaces Summoner Appreciation. Kabam would be so stupid to do that, because that's how they keep people playing the game after July 4th, because we don't have a huge sale again until Cyber Weekend, which from July to November is a good chunk of time. But that's why the Summoner Appreciation calendar usually takes 3 months. All right, so post number 1 from our man Kabam Jax. I'm here with a couple answers to your questions. Will the login calendar be progress-based? Yes. It will be divided into 2 groups, uncollected and lower. Again, you all get screwed. And Cavalier and up. Starting the login calendar at uncollected and moving to Cav will not result in a change in login calendar. So, this is more motivation to become Cavalier. I can't say it enough. It also means that there's probably going to be some pretty juicy things, you'd think, for Cavalier players, because they're going to be the ones that benefit the most. They don't get nearly as many 6-star shards as Thronebreaker and Wallet Breaker. I don't know if you're going to care about if there's any Tier 6 basic or Tier 3 alpha, but you could never have too many of those. I don't care if you're a Cavalier player. So that is the first bit of news from the forums. My man Brian Shadow Strike once again sending me the updates. Now, any info on what we can look forward to in the calendar? I'm not at liberty to say, but for a free login calendar, the goodies look pretty sweet to me. You couldn't be more generic with that answer if you tried. But Kabam Jax still trying to be positive. He's like the Mr. Rogers of the Kabam forums at this point. And then, are you at liberty to say, this sounds like a hostage negotiation, are you at liberty to say if this calendar replaces Summoner Appreciation, or if something is yet to come for that? I don't have that information, though no one on our end has implied that that's the intention. I like it. Oh, it's insightful. And then, here is the big one. Greetings, Summoners. I've gone searching for answers to questions about the J4 sale. Doesn't that sound like July 4th has become like a discount rapper? Hey, you going to that Eminem concert? No, man, I couldn't afford it. I had to settle for going to see J4. If a player makes a purchase at their current rank, listen up, Eric Nelson, then moves up a rank, will they have access to the deals for the new rank, as we've seen every year? Example, a Thronebreaker becomes Paragon. Can they then buy Paragon deals? Yes. If the player progresses ranks titles during the sale, they will then have access to the deals offers for their new rank. And some people are going to be ticked off about that. I don't know if we'll run for a donut. Well, that's also a fantastic title and name of a summoner. I should have that be my running name if I ever will, because I'll run for a donut. I'll run away from the race and just eat the donut. Yeah, that's the motivation, right? Kabam would be so stupid not to allow this, but we know that they could because they coded for the first time the compensation to not be re-earned when you progress, which normally was not the case. In fact, we had people who once got 3 compensation packages because they went from, I think, Conqueror to Cavalier in the span of like 2 weeks. Pretty cool. Anyhow, Cavalier players, you are the cutoff for this. You uncollected players, yes, you're going to get screwed again. Instead of getting all depressed, and I understand why you would, but you just got to use that as motivation to progress. Use depress as motivation to progress. That's my motivational takeaway from this video. Have a great rest of your day.